So I think the idea or the seed for my Gold Award project was actually planted many years ago when I first moved to upstate New York. I was in 4th grade and my dad took the whole family down to see the Women's Rights Museum. And so I was just walking down the aisles and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I had no idea that all of these things happened so recently. And, I thought we were already all the way there. I thought we reached equality, So I started becoming a little bit more involved in the women's activism community in Seneca Falls because it's a pretty vibrant community. And I started noticing that I was pretty much the only person my age there. And I thought, well, maybe there just isn't enough outreach to younger people. When it was time for me to finally complete my Gold Award project, the person I reached out to was Marilyn Tedeschi, and she ended up being my project advisor. And I said, I know you're active in the movement and events in Rochester. Is there any way you can help me set something up in Seneca Falls? And she said, there's actually convention days every year that happen in Seneca Falls. Do you want to try to have your own youth convention? So I thought that's a great idea. I ended up being able to gather up 20 kids, and we had an ERA rally to start the day off. I spoke at the rally and the governor spoke. It was very exciting. Everyone was very hyped up, and then we had a historical tour of Seneca Falls. I kind of showed them around and showed them all the historical significance of places around town. We went to lunch and met together and talked about this project that I was a part of called the Youth Declaration of Sentiments, which was basically a rewritten version of the 1848 Declaration of Sentiments, which was presented at the first Women's Rights Convention in Seneca Falls. And we rewrote it to make it more presently relevant and more inclusive. We talked about it with the participants of the event, and we said, what are some changes you noticed between these two declarations, and what are some changes that you might suggest, or where are some places where you feel represented by this new declaration, just so we could kind of measure the success of the new declaration. It was just a really fulfilling and exciting thing to be able to put together. I've always been interested in social justice activism. A couple years ago, I was diagnosed with an eating disorder, and I saw firsthand the disparity in the medical community when it comes to treatment and resources, and knowing what a struggle it is to deal with certain misunderstood illnesses, I've also become really interested in social justice work and activism in medicine. My Gold Award has kind of given me the tools and also the experience with social justice and organizing groups of people together with a common goal, lobbying and leading a team, which will not only be helpful in medicine as a physician, but also as an advocate in the medical field for underrepresented minorities or people with under-researched and misunderstood illnesses. I'm hoping to pursue my interest in pediatrics and also interest in critical care and med-surg. I'm really just excited to get to medical school in the first place and then explore and figure out really what I might like, because I know that's probably subject to change. In terms of the scholarship, I am committed to the BSMD program at St. Bonaventure and GW School of Medicine and Health Sciences. What that means basically is I've already been accepted and committed to medical school straight out of high school. So I've pretty much already committed to the loans that come with that. So I'm trying to keep my undergrad expenses to a minimum. So I'm sure the scholarship will definitely help with that. That's what I'm hoping.